we always end up doing something that designers really enjoy, but we give ourselves a challenge that we have to make it better. So now it's on for next year to top that. The Brand New Conference is an event that we've been running for 5 years now. The focus is on branding and identity and logo design. So it's a very specific focus and it's geared toward graphic designers. We usually try to do something that is surprising, that is a little bit different for designers because it's a design audience. So we have to go a little bit beyond expectations. And we're always trying to think about what are the trends of the year, what are things that people are thinking about. Is there something specific about the location that, is worth highlighting? We came back to one of the original fonts for the Mac back in the 1980s, which was called Chicago, which is a really weird bitmap font. We added the wiggles and all these patterns to make it more interesting. Initially we start with the website, then we start doing the program because that's what has to go to print first because it takes a long time. So we started applying the identity to the program, then we started developing the badges, and then there are other things like the tote bag. The tote bag is a really important thing as well because it's what people are carrying all day long. For the badge, we wanted to do something that was just a little bit more interesting. Things that when people got there, they would want to take a picture of it and share it on Instagram and say, hey, I'm here at the Brand New Conference. So we asked for samples of industrial rubber and it had that new car smell, but without the excitement of the new car, it's just a really horrible smell. So we know we're going to use Plike from Neenah to get that rubbery feel that we liked about the industrial rubber, but without the smell. We started playing with the idea of layering different papers and the stickers that we were going to produce. Because it was a 2-day event, it was the first time that there was more information to convey for the schedule. So we're like, what if you have the schedule on you, but it's easy to access? So when you're looking down and you flip through it, the schedule is printed upside down, but when you read it, it's the right side up. And then we bought kind of like a black ribbon that goes for, instead of the typical lanyard, so that we could do like really small punch holes and have a kind of like a nice overall feel. Our printer for the program this year was Classic Color in Chicago. We're in Austin, so it's not always easy to communicate with printers who are not local. So we built a mock-up based on the previous year's conference program, and then I made a video of that, and they got it right away. Also, those stickers that we use for the badges, we also made some for the program, so they can go on different levels and they match with whatever type is on the black cover, which was spot varnished. It also required a lot of measuring and figuring out where the pattern falls and making sure that the red cover never went over the pattern in the wrong way. So Classic did a great job. This year we also had a bigger theater that had a huge stage. We just felt that the stage was going to feel really empty, and what was the best way to fill up as much space as possible, but without going into like a whole thing that required a really big budget. And this year we were like, what if we use red plexiglass and have just those laser cut really big letters that are 3 foot high and they just sit on the stage. So for $250 we had this amazing lettering that ran the length of the stage. One of the hardest lessons about this is timing. Even though we've been running the conference for 5 years now, we always say we're going to start earlier, we're going to do it more streamlined, we're going to get our act together as quickly as we can, and every year it comes down to the last minute. But at the same time, we all thrive on that pressure, and hopefully we keep doing it better every year. It's great that we're able to do this kind of things, but it's also a little bit stressful that we have to satisfy a lot of graphic designers.